What's up, y'all, and welcome back to the Keeping It Positive podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Cameron. And on today's episode, we'll be talking about body positivity. We'll be continuing our series, our I Love Me series. So today we'll be talking about body positivity, but we'll also be touching on things like confidence and just feeling more like yourself in your body. So before we get into today's episode, let's start with our unpopular opinion.
Woo!
With me. So today our unpopular opinion is I think that celebrities should not inherently be role models. So I think that celebrities shouldn't just be considered role models because they're celebrities, you know?
That makes sense.
I feel like celebrities are just people, regular people that make mistakes, and you know, they're just regular people, so we shouldn't necessarily idolize them and think that they just do everything right and they can do no wrong.
Okay, I get what you're saying. You're saying like just because like they're like a singer or a dancer, people shouldn't like nitpick every single thing they do.
Or they shouldn't look up to everything that they do because they still make mistakes. They're still like human, you know what I mean?
That's true. I always thought about that because it's like the famous like CEOs and stuff like that. Do we look up to them, or do we idolize them as much as celebrities, or like good people, amazing doctors or lawyers or teachers? Do we look at like we should try to like idolize those people?
And it's fine to like for you to look at them as role models if they are doing things that you aspire to do. Like if they're dancing, you know, they inspire you. That could be a role model. But I'm just saying, don't inherently. They shouldn't just be. Because I know somebody's famous, they shouldn't just inherently be your role model. Because
just automatically. That makes sense.
They should do it because they're doing something that you inspire you, or they're doing something that you look up to. And that you want to be like, you know?
That's good.
Yeah. So, yes. So now we can get into the episode. So today I really wanted to touch on body positivity and what that really means for us and what that really means as far as our confidence goes. So before, you know, we can start talking about what are things that we do to appreciate ourselves and our bodies and
show self-love.
Show self-love to our bodies and things like that.
For me, honestly, what I do to show self-love, what would I do? That's a good question. I really don't think about this on a day-to-day basis. You should think about this.
Yeah.
I feel like just taking time to put the right nutrients in your body, working out, just doing mental check-ins. Those are really, really important.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what I do. Like, if I have a long day or did like a lot of exercise, I'll take a nice little bath. I love a bath. Love a good bath.
A good bath will have
a nice
you
little
feeling
TV
like
show on. Yeah,
you have
a brand new person.
We said at the same time. That's how you know. Like, I love a good. But you have like a candle. You know, set the ambiance. Just take care of yourself because you know especially the way we be ripping and running and just doing a whole lot sometimes. You just kind of chill out.
And it could be as something as like driving your car too, like taking a nice little car ride after a long day. I love or just sitting in the car and doing absolutely nothing, or finding like your favorite spot in your house.
You love sitting in the car.
Yeah, that's my side. Like I do that my pastime. I will just sit in the car to the day's end.
You'd be like,
it's so relaxing. I don't know, something about you have to find your space where you can be alone with yourself. Ooh, shaking my cup. You have to find your space where you can be alone with yourself to just think and just recuperate, because life can get crazy. If a lot of things are going on, the day's busy, or it's just stressful, you need to find time for yourself to do something with just you, yourself, and whatever God you believe in.
Appreciate yourself and make sure you're taking care. You have to take care of yourself, like your physical body, because like these are vessels at the same time, but we have to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves and our health, and our bodies have a great deal to do with keeping our health in check and making sure everything's, you know, running how it's supposed to be, and organs are working how they're supposed to be working, and all that type of stuff. So yes, I like that.
So I guess that goes into like, how do you love your body?
And how do you love your body, like in every stage? So how do I take care of myself? How do I, you know, relax? All that goes into body positivity. Like, how do I relax myself? How do I take care of myself, how to make sure I'm healthy, how to make sure
you're going to the doctors, like getting your checkups. Because honestly, when I was in school, I really forgot. Like, I have not been to the dentist. I did not go for. I still have to make my disappointment. That reminds me, in a couple, like 2-3 years, and that's not good. Especially during COVID, I feel like a lot of people forgot about their doctor's appointments. But those are so important. Guys, to just keep up with yourself. Just those regular checkups.
When I tell you, oh my gosh, you were hitting the nail on the head, because I was literally just talking to my dad about, making sure I'm on my health, and making sure I'm checking in on myself, because a lot of times you don't know things are going on until you go to the doctor.
Exactly.
I haven't heard a lot of stories from women specifically about, like, not really knowing what's going on in their body, and they go to the doctor and they're telling them, oh, you have this, and you're like, shocked.
Like, where did that come from?
Like,
yeah.
Because a lot of some stuff doesn't show any signs, you don't really know. So it's like, all that stuff, making sure you're taking care of yourself, getting the checkup, going to the dentist, doing all that. It's just so much.
It's very, so and much. Even sometimes people do show signs of stuff, but they just put it off because they're so busy. Yeah. It's like, no, you need to make sure you're good.
That now, immediately, because
you are the most important person. You really are.
Yes. I'll say some other things that I do to take care of my body is I also work out, making sure you work out, making sure you take care of your health, lift those weights, and you can do any kind of working out will work, yoga, even stretching. I tell my parents, if you don't have to do a whole lot, you don't gotta be out here running marathons like we do, or
walk around your house, like literally
walk around the neighborhood. I see people doing that every day.
Sit down on your couch a couple times, do a couple of little.
Yeah, like you walk around the house, get your steps in, walk around the neighborhood. You can get you a little elliptical bike. In my, we got elliptical in our. I feel like every black household has like one machine. It's always that one machine that you have to work out. But whatever you do, like just do a little something every day. A few times a week, and just get your heart rate up, and take care of that. For yourself. But other things I like to do outside of that is I like to also take baths, but I also like to get massages, or have somebody, get you a massage, or do a massage. I don't know, if you have a significant other, have them do a massage, give you a massage. Just try to relax your muscles in your body, because I know when you putting yourself, if you are working out a lot, you're putting yourself through a lot of physical activity. You don't want to, like, make sure that you're taking care of your muscles too, because you don't want to be exerting them so much that now you're tired all the time, you lack energy. Make sure that you are getting that back, I'll be like, I come home after workout, like, my back hurts, or I'll be like, my knees hurt, or my legs hurt.
You gotta stretch. The recovery time is so important.
That's one thing I do. I don't do the best. I'm not the best with it. I need to do better with stretching. Make sure I'm stretching my muscles out after I work out, or whatever I do, run, things like that, because you catch cramps. I used to swim, you guys. I still swim, but I used to swim competitively. And when I did, I used to catch so many cramps in my feet.
Just because you didn't stretch.
Oh, it used to hurt. While I'm swimming, I used to be swimming, and I used to be like, ow, I'm catching cramps in my hamstring, catching cramps in my feet.
That's when that mustard comes into play, the little mustard package.
Oh, yeah, that's what they said. They just said it. Does it actually work?
Yes, it actually does, I think.
I've heard it a lot.
It worked the one time I tried it. But I don't know. It might have been like sometimes with these things people say, I'm like, is it my head or is it actually working? But I think this one actually works.
Okay, I think I've seen it actually works. Articles about it that it said it works, but I think it works too. Okay, so I say a couple quick other ways that we take care of ourselves, or that we should, in order to appreciate ourselves and love our bodies, is I would say to take care of yourself when you're sick. Because I'm just getting off of not feeling the best, you guys. And it's not a fun time when you're sick. You have low energy. You don't want to do anything. So when you are feeling down, or if you feel yourself at any point in time just not feeling the best, your energy levels depleting, like, acknowledge that and take care of that. Like, get some tea. This one, she's over here telling me you need to take this, and this.
Yeah, because
tea, turmeric, lemon, honey.
All of that. The whole repertoire. Because I feel like when you're sick, you pay more attention to yourself just because you're not feeling well. But we should be doing those same things when we're sick that we're doing when we're not sick. Like, I know when I get sick, I will take like a vitamin C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Like, I will put my body through a whole, like, bruh. when I tell you I just taken all the vitamins, I eat all the healthy foods, I'll be drinking soups and just I drink tons of water when I'm sick. But it's like, you should do that in general when you're not sick.
You should.
So that to help you, to prevent you from getting sick.
So you build your immune system before you actually get sick, so that when you do get sick, it's not
Take
like
your regular vitamins all the time, not just when you're sick. But I'm still working on that for real.
My mom's like, Cameron, you need to be taking these vitamins now. Okay, you're right. I'll get on it. I'll get on it. But
eventually, but
you gotta build a habit. You gotta build a habit to do that. But you guys just keep trying. And another thing, I'm a very big on physical touch, and I have to not like that, you guys. I'm talking about like just if you love yourself and like really sit in the feeling of hugging yourself, and sometimes I saw a video. I watched a woman on YouTube talk about how she, like a way for her to practice self-love physically is just like when she's putting on lotion, just be more intentional about when you're putting on lotion, and just like when you're putting things on your body, and like really just take care of your skin and lotioning up, and taking care of your hygiene. That's a big part of, nobody wants to smell like a garbage can. Just make sure you're taking care of your body, and your dental hygiene, personal hygiene, putting on deodorant, making yourself smell good, things that are gonna make you feel good, and but also gonna make you feel good on the inside and the outside. So,
and I feel like another amazing thing to like show self-love to yourself is like going to counseling too, because we all go through things, and it's good to take care of your mental. And because just like you go to the doctor's office to get your body checked, why not get your head checked? Because, people go through things on a day-to-day basis. And if you've never been through something, you're lying. You're lying. Because all human beings,
even if you haven't been through something, sometimes you're going to have to have been through something to have trauma or to have, like, triggers. Everybody has triggers. Everyone has triggers. I don't care. Everybody has things that, that situations or things like that come up, and they have a way that they handle it. And that might be somebody might do something, but not on purpose, and that might trigger you. And it could be anything small, from smallest things, the way you chew your gums, to the biggest things. You know what I mean? So just know, like, don't be afraid to go to therapy or go to counseling.
Because it's just like the doctor's office, but for your head. It's just like it's like a specialty, like the foot, ear, nose, and foot, throat doctor. That's not what it's called, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. I know exactly what
ear, nose, and throat doctor. And then they have a foot doctor.
Specific doctors for that, like for ear, nose, and throat.
For specific things.
Yes, make sure you're doing that. But I would say these acts exemplify self-love for me, because I feel like keeping up with your hygiene, making sure that when you aren't feeling the best or feeling sick, that you're taking care of yourself. When going to the gym, getting massages, I feel like all of that helps me appreciate my body for what it is and love myself the way that I am. I feel like that makes me feel more like me, and makes me feel more energized and relaxed at the same time. So that's why I like to indulge in those type of things for self-love.
And I feel like when you like perform good self-love, then the way you perceive yourself is going to be better too. Like, you're going to love your full self even better. Like, even the imperfections on you. Because like some people, we all are insecure at times about our bodies. But then if you love yourself and show yourself, do these things in order to show yourself that you love yourself, it's going to make your whole self feel better.
Yeah, exactly. I like that. Okay. So this is just a general question. So, like, what is body positivity? So what does that mean? Like, what does body positivity mean? What is that supposed to have us feel like? What does that mean to you?
I feel like it just means, having a good perception of you. Knowing that you are enough, knowing that you are beautiful no matter what you look like, no matter your skin color, no matter your height, your age, how many wrinkles you have, no matter how many toes you have, fingers you have, don't have, things you have. Like, it's just, you're just perfect the way that you are. That's what it is.
I think it's the same thing. Like, appreciating your body for what it is and what you were given. I think that we have to love the bodies that we're in while we're in them, because you don't live in your body for that long. You know?
And it's a blessing to be here.
Can I? Hello. So you have to love yourself while you are because we're not on this earth forever. Eventually, we're all not gonna be here. So
it's like, why not love the body that you have? And it's okay to, like, you know, sometimes we are insecure. I was just watching the Taylor Swift, a video of Taylor Swift the other day, and she was talking about how sometimes she just can't look at herself because she'll nitpick her body. She'll be like, oh my god, her stomach looks big here, or oh my gosh, like this hair was out of place and I look ugly. And I'm like,
it's
to
also,
me,
it's
like
so
me
interesting.
looking in, I'm
crazy.
like, I would never have thought that about her. You know what I mean? Like the things that she thinks about herself, I never in a million years would have thought that about her. But she's thinking those things. So if a celebrity that big is thinking those things, it's like, we know that people who aren't celebrities and have that platform are thinking those things. But it's like, don't do that, because I would have, like, you know, she's beautiful, gorgeous, and you're thinking that, oh my god, my stomach is too big. And it's like, no.
It's crazy because, like, I would never think that she...
Exactly.
But it's like always when you're perceiving things from the outside view, it's very easy to see that someone, like, be confused as to why somebody might be insecure about their body. Like, it's me looking at you like, you have a perfect body. You have all these, you know, hips and dips, and you have all these cute things about yourself. And I'm like, oh wow, I have, you know, maybe what you have. But it's also like, I'm not in your body, so you might feel a completely different way.
Yeah, we had
you know, people try to tell people too, like, you know, people try to tell you like, oh, you know, love the body that you're in, but it's harder for someone to do that from coming from somebody else. If somebody's feeling a certain type of way about the body that they're in, it's harder to change their perception. You're the only one that can change it. You're the only one that can change it. Either people can tell you all day, you know. People probably tell yourself, "Girl, you have a beautiful." It
don't matter what outside people think. It just matters what you think. You gotta train yourself to, like, just
train your brain
to be like, no, I'm perfect the way I am because you are.
I love that. It's exactly what I wrote in my notes. Literally the exact same thing I wrote in my notes. But yes, I say your body is simply a vessel. You know, you should learn to take care of it while you're living on this earth, because we don't know how long we have. So yes, make sure you're doing that. Also, I wrote in my notes a little thing that I thought about. You know, I've seen a couple of things about. Is also that we, you know, phones and mirrors haven't been invented for that, you know, from that long ago. It wasn't like they were been here for decades and centuries and stuff like that. Like, it's kind of crazy.
Like recent, it's like more recent.
And I saw a woman on a video I was watching saying that because we have phones, it's like we're constantly bombarded with these ideas that we're always viewing ourselves and always viewing ourselves outside of our own body. Because if there was no phones or if there was no mirrors, we literally would not have no clue what we look like, other than somebody telling us what we look like, which is kind of crazy to me, because I'm like,
it's interesting to think about.
You never think about that
because like back in the olden days, they didn't, like, they just was like, if somebody said you look good, it's like,
yeah. And if I got one compliment, I'm like, well, I don't look good for the rest of my life.
Yeah. I don't care about nothing else. That one is gonna carry me all the way.
Exactly. And it's like, now that we're looking at our phones, like, we're always, you know, people taking videos themselves, like, oh, I look good, you know. We're always our perception of our own body, or our perception of our own face, our physical appearance is always on our mind. It's always like we have a visual picture. But if phones weren't a thing, we would not have that be accessible to, you know, always looking at ourselves or always viewing ourselves in a certain light. Because I feel like the more that you see yourself, the more that you nitpick, like, and see different things that, you know, I don't really like how, you know, that the way that my hip is this way, or, you know, I don't really like the fact that I have these stretch marks right here. And it's like, it gets even worse and worse. So, you know, over time, that's just an interesting thought. I was like, that's kind of cool, or kind of crazy, because it's like phones and mirrors, they really were invented, you know, not that long ago. So crazy. But I say all that to say, don't be so hard on yourself all the time. Try not to nitpick so much at the way that you look, because you're beautiful no matter what your size is, no matter what, you have hips or not. No matter if you're purple, yellow, blue, orange, white, black, skin color, background, whatever. You are beautiful the way that you are, and you were made that way for a reason. You know what I mean? And try to appreciate what you do have, because nobody else has what you do. You know?
You're one of a kind. And that's all that matters.
Yep.
All right. So now it is time for our quote of the day. All right. So today's quote, it's from Madam C.J. Walker. And it reads, "Don't sit down and wait for the opportunities to come. Get up and make them." And I just chose this quote because I feel like with us being in our 20s, sometimes we... sometimes sometimes we sit down and we start to soak in our lives and like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, I don't have my life together. Oh my gosh, he, she, they, them is over here doing this, and this, and I'm over here doing this, and this, and it's like, no. If you want something, go for it, and stop sitting down and sulking, and stop saying I want what this person has, or I wish I had what this person has. It's like, it doesn't matter what that person or that person has. It matters that you get up and do something about what you want, because at the end of the day, nothing's gonna happen if you just sit and wait. So that's why I picked that one.
I love that quote. I actually might steal it for future references, because I always think about this all the time, that sometimes you can't sit around and wait for people to give you opportunity, because people won't give it to you. You guys, you know, I know people out here searching for jobs right now and searching for opportunities to get things, and sometimes you just gotta go out your own way and say, forget y'all, I'm gonna do what I need to do. I'm gonna start my own stuff. I'm gonna start my own cleaning business.
Make your own opportunities.
I'm gonna start my own, you know, start our own podcast. I'm gonna start, you know, doing photography, take pictures. Whatever you decide to do, sometimes you just gotta take that extra mile and don't be afraid to, you know, be new at something and not know entirely where it's gonna end up. That's where the best things come out of, when you're not necessarily sure of, I don't know where this is gonna go. Hey, just try it, because at the end of the day, you can say you tried it. You can say, even if you failed. And I feel like failing is only, you know, failing is just not even a setback. It's just something that you look at as something that you learn from, and something that you can take with you the rest of your life. Because you can take with your mistakes, your failures, and your successes, you know, and you can learn from your mistakes, and maybe some of those mistakes might have helped you get to their successes. So just don't look at things like all the time that I failed, or you're not sure of yourself. Sometimes you just gotta try it and step out of your own comfort zone and try something new. That's all for today. We're glad you guys came with us and stayed with us. But we hope this podcast inspires you guys to
keep it positive.